Hey you guys, what's up? My name is Silent Coyote and today I'm going to be building my first ever mechanical keyboard. At least I call it my first ever build. You guys might not, because I did start off by purchasing an i61, which is a 60% mechanical gaming keyboard by the brand iLoveBee off of Amazon. This is actually the best rated keyboard under $50, I think, as well as the cheapest hot swappable mechanical keyboard you can get at this point. So yeah, it's not really a build. I am just putting my own switches in and putting my own keycaps in, but I consider it a build because it's my first time putting together a keyboard and I'm super excited for it. And I hope you guys are excited to watch me put it together. We don't really need a bunch of comments saying, oh, that's not a build. I'm aware, and that's why I decided to start the video like this. So without further ado, let's get this build started. Kitty cat, what the hell?
You are making a lot of noise. You are making so much noise.
Alright y'all, so like I mentioned before, I'm going to be starting this build off with the i61 mechanical gaming keyboard by iLoveBee. I actually just checked and this board's only $25 right now on Amazon. It's actually on sale, which is cheaper than what I paid for it. It's hot swappable and it has RGB, takes 3 and 5 pin switches. Next, I got these ACO lavender purple switches. They're tactile switches. They're 35 GF and they are 3 pin switches. I got 40 of them here. I got a roll of opal white crafting vinyl, which I'll leave a link for as well. I got these 4 keycaps, which are my WASD keys off of WASD keyboards, and I got this keycap set from Amazon by the brand Korn. As I said before, I'll leave links to everything that I use in this video in the description. Alright, let's open this baby up. I do have my own little keycap puller, as you can see I just placed on my desk there, but I do believe that this board comes with one, and just taking the thing out of the box, it has some serious weight to it. It does not feel cheap at all. Yep, there's the little keycap puller, as well as a pretty decent quality USB-C cable. Excuse me while I get up to adjust the camera real quick. Alright, let's open this thing up. Honestly, these stock switches don't sound that bad. Not bad at all. But I'm really excited to put these lavender purples in and see what they sound like. Alright, now that I'm finally done with that, time to pull these switches out. The switches that came in this keyboard are their own brand. They're iLoveBee red switches. I don't know if you can buy these by themselves anywhere, but like I said, they're pretty decent quality. Now when it came down to pulling the switches, I wasn't really sure how to do it. I kind of thought it was like the keycaps where you just pull them off. Didn't exactly realize that each switch has a tab on the bottom and the top. And when you use the switch pulling tool, what you're supposed to do is push each of those tabs in and the switch comes right out. Now, I didn't know this at first, so you see a lot of struggling in the beginning here. Once I realized it, it was really quick and really easy to get these switches out. Now, somewhere along the process of pulling these switches out, I got super into it and completely forgot to leave in the extra switches because I only ordered 40 of the ACO switches, leaving me with 21 of the red switches I need to keep on the board. Well, I pulled them all out, so now you get to watch me put them back in. Now, when it came to picking my switch color, I went with the lavender purples, and I did do a lot of research when it came to what the colors mean, with how they feel, whether they're clicky, tactile, whatever, and these seemed like a really good pick for me, but I'm not gonna lie, the color of them kinda sold me on them too. Honestly, ACO makes so many different switches that come in a variety of colors, and I had no idea where to start. Yes, I was a little bit hopeful that these switches would work since they are my favorite color, but I did look into the specs of each one, and these did seem like something I'd like. Not too loud, but not quiet either. Putting the switches in was honestly so easy that I thought I was doing something wrong. At some point here, I finally remembered that I only ordered 40 of these switches, so I stopped clicking them in, just start putting them in their places so I could figure out the best layout between the purple and the reds that I still needed to use. I tried to use the lavender purples on my most used keys and to just keep the red ones on the numbers and the keys that I really don't use that often. I think I found a pretty good layout overall. Now I won't bore you all with all of the footage, but it took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to set these keycaps up like this. I'm not really sure why, but it did, and it's pretty sad. Okay, now that that's done with, I can finally start putting these keycaps on. Just a little bit about the keycaps I chose. Most of the ones that I used are the corn set that I got off of Amazon, but I did use a couple keycaps that actually came with the keyboard, the gray ones that you can see below, as well as my custom WASD keys that I got from WASD Keyboards. I had seen the whole primary color, red, green, yellow, blue, WASD keys on a couple builds that I'd researched before deciding to do this myself, and I just loved that look. So, decided to do that myself, and I'm really happy with how it looks so far. Also, putting the keycaps on really wasn't hard at all. It's pretty straightforward, just pop them on. That's it. Look at that. Finally finished, and I think it looks absolutely great. What do you think? I'm very happy with how this build is looking so far. But hold your horses, y'all. This build isn't done yet. Earlier I mentioned this little roll of white opal vinyl, crafting vinyl that I'd ordered off Amazon. And the reason for it is I wanted to wrap the keyboard in it. I'm not a big fan of the white color of the board itself, and I'm really not a fan of them putting their brand right on the front. Big yellow letters that really doesn't match my theme at all. So I decided to buy this white opal vinyl, which is like a holographic vinyl. I love it. That kind of changes color depending on which angle you're looking at it from. It's either a blue, white, purple, pretty much like the stone opal, which is probably why they name it white opal. Makes sense, right? This was a pretty daunting task, I'm not gonna lie. It took me quite a few tries, and I made a lot of cuts and wasted a lot of the vinyl, but after a while, I think I got a cut that worked pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. I also made a pretty stupid mistake when doing this. For any of you at home, if you plan on cutting vinyl, put something underneath and not just a little piece of cardboard that's the same length as the vinyl that you're cutting. I think on my first or second swipe here, I put a pretty decent gash right into my my desk-sized mouse pad. So you don't want to do that. Just get yourself a big old piece of cardboard to put down before you start cutting stuff on top of your really nice mouse pad. Cutting the rest of the pieces took me longer than this video was even intended to be, so we're just gonna skip right to here. Now, after a surprisingly long amount of time, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it came out pretty nice. Not perfect, but pretty good. Alright, let's plug this baby in and see what it looks like with the RGB on. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, it looks really nice for a $25 keyboard. But how will it look when you turn the lights off? Let's see. I'm not gonna lie, this is a pretty nice keyboard for the price. And now, the moment most of you have probably been waiting for, the sound test. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this build, and I do like the sound of the keyboard. It has a little bit of clack, a little bit of thock, and a really decent volume, not too loud and definitely not too quiet. I hope you guys liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.